Well, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome y'all to episode 1 of the Cozy Crime Show. Today I got 3 banger videos today. The first being a crooked cop caught red-handed for stealing money. Second, a savage detective roasting a 17-year-old kid who got caught in a drug deal gone wrong. And last but not least, a guy hauling over 100 pounds of cocaine who claims he was transporting toys. Thank you for joining me today. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Our first clip is Moncrief Moon versus Officer Henry Chapman. Moncrief was arrested for an outstanding warrant during a traffic stop. He had an envelope containing almost $1,000 on him, which was confiscated by the officer, but handled in a suspicious manner, which was noticed by Moncrief. Moncrief heard him snap open the rubber band on the envelope and called him out on it because he didn't place it with the other belongings. Luckily for Moncrief, Officer Chapman epically blunders by leaving it in plain sight in the driver's door.
Come here. I'm telling you.
I want you
to come here.
You know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah, look, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. Thank you. All
that ain't my money.
Right? That's my money. That's my money right there.
Sir, you've been watching me the whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble
Sir,
it up. Just
that
count
is
it.
not me.
If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you steal.
No, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to.
You know something's wrong when you hear an Asian guy with a southern accent. I mean, I'm just kidding. I can't even tell what ethnicity this dude is, but Chapman's like, that ain't my money. Well, thank you, Mr. Chapman, for some unintentional honesty there. A bit of a Freudian slip right there. His brain can't even come up with a lie because of how damning the evidence is, on top of the realization he's going to lose his job and face legal repercussions. Moncrief just set up a check with the checkmate incoming.
I just wanted you guys to trust me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to expose you.
That is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no
No,
reason for
sir.
you to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it when I first got. I said, I heard you did rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay.
Moncrief, I guess, feels the need to downplay the situation and apologize by saying, I didn't mean to expose you, which is an interesting move on his part because we know damn well he's not sorry for exposing this dude.
He worked it towards the door. He tried to make it seem like I was lying. I'm not going anywhere.
No,
I'm in full custody of these officers. I'm being detained. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want any problems. I'm not armed. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just pulled over for a traffic stop. He just tried to steal some of my money.
Okay, we're hearing you, but there's no need to say all of that.
No, I was just looking at the camera. No, I just know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cause.
My camera's on in for
Yes, ma'am.
alright?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let's take it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm
We're
so
good
sorry.
here.
Yes, ma'am. So what are we gonna do about this problem? Because he just tried to steal some money.
No, sir, I did
I'm not trying
not.
to put any allegations on him. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not using my words like to try to hurt anybody. I just know what I know.
The female officer makes a notably strange comment while Moncrief explains how he's being calm and compliant, but he's understandably upset, but he has to make his claim. In my opinion, his demeanor has been great up until this point due to the fact that he's been calm, reserved, and polite to the situation. And her response is, oh, okay, well, you don't need to say all that. Let's just take it down a notch. Like, what?
All right. Okay. So like this is what's gonna happen, all right? We have people coming in. Obviously, they have to talk to you, all right? So, I'm going to hold on to your weapon right quick, okay?
Yep. Go ahead. Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
QLS.
I got it.
Sergeant Burke and one of his detectives will come and speak to you, all right? So just chill out, relax. Do you need anything?
No, I just want to apologize to everyone. I say, man, one of these things, dude, and I'm sorry.
Right here, brother. Anything to drink or anything now?
No. Just want to say I'm sorry.
Gotcha, brother. Well, we're gonna walk out of here and close the door, okay, until they get there, okay, buddy?
All right. Let me know if you need anything. All right.
I'm good, Sarge. I appreciate it.
So the lieutenant comes down to take Chapman's weapon and let him know that the detectives are coming to talk to him. And all I could see is a man absolutely defeated. He's even sitting in the dark, which is a bit symbolic. The most damning evidence to me is that the fact that all he can repeat is, "I'm sorry." He couldn't even make up a story. He was caught dead to rights. Are you sorry, Mr. Chapman? I mean, this is the kind of stunt you're going to pay big time for. Losing a well-paying job that you worked hard to get, probably get a criminal record, and whether you're genuinely sorry for what you did or sorry because you got caught, you're going to be sorry for stealing innocent people's money. Years down the road when you're working a job that you hate and you're wishing for the days when you still had the privilege to be a cop. Aiden Brown versus Detective McNeil. 17-year-old Aiden Brown was sentenced 16 and a half years for a drug deal gone wrong involving weed, bro, in 2022. How? Apparently, weed wasn't legalized in Cincinnati, Ohio until 2023. But weed being, of all things, to shoot someone over, it's not really worth it. It sucks being a victim of your own immaturity at that age, but he still has to be held accountable. Detective McNeil is an absolute savage in this interrogation, and it's pretty hilarious to watch.
So you think I shot him?
I'm not saying that. I think you were involved with it, yes.
No, I wasn't involved. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I just want.
But you're not.
I just want to go home.
But you're not being completely honest because
I am.
because the phone number that was used to text him, that was your phone number.
But I don't. How was that? What number was it?
You'll see that another time. I can tell you what your phone number was.
What's my phone number? Not my phone number.
Whose number is it?
That's not my number. My number is a. You can go check my phone right now. My number. How did I change my number? That always been my number.
Oh, man, I thought you was gonna be honest with me.
I am. I just want to go home.
I understand that's a concern for you.
I just want to go home. If I got college too, they have to send me to jail, and I'm like.
I understand that's a concern for you, man.
It's hilarious when he keeps saying, "I'm keeping it 100 with you," when he's clearly lying. I'm sorry, bro, but your word means nothing now because although you claim you're keeping it 100, they have the number you text for this guy to meet up with you, and even if you delete your messages, it's still there for cops to recover. These detectives aren't your little group of knucklehead friends that you can bullshit. These guys are sharks, and they're extremely hard opponents to defeat. And then the detectives say that you're not being honest. And he says, "I am," like a little kid being caught in a lie. And he keeps saying he wants to go home. He's got plans for his life, detective. Can't you understand that? He's not trying to go to jail. He's got stuff to do.
Because we see two people on video. We see you along with somebody else on video.
How do y'all see me on video?
Because we saw you. There's everybody, damn near everybody in Cincinnati have a Ring doorbell now and other surveillance cameras. Almost everybody. And when these things happen, what we do is we go out and we look around. And we get to knocking on the door. "Hey, I know you got a camera up there. You mind if we take a look at it?" "Sure, officer, take a look at it." And that's how we found out it was you.
So y'all got me on camera shooting.
We have you on video, man.
Shooting.
I'm not saying I have you on video shooting him, but we have you on video going and coming. People saw you get in the car. People saw both of y'all get in the car. People saw y'all get out of the car.
And at first, he's like, "You have me on video?" Because he has a little wiggle room to challenge that he was being directly recorded shooting the guy, so he tries to deny it. But when the detectives say that they have footage of him coming and going at the scene, he stays quiet, which is very telling. An innocent person would easily say, "Sir, that's impossible. I'm not on any video. You have to show me the evidence." The dead silence is very telling.
So can you tell me what's going on? Like, can you give me a clear, like,
What's happening right now? This is a homicide investigation. All right, we're homicide detectives. You're in a homicide building. The information that we have leads back to you and your house. Okay, and in addition to the witnesses that we talked to, in addition to the cell phone information we got, and all the video evidence, this happened a week and a half ago. Today's the 23rd. We've been working on it since the 14th. We didn't come beating on the door on the 14th. Did you see the police outside in your yard later that day?
yeah.
And what did you think?
I thought they would, I don't know. They wouldn't look. I did see somebody in my front yard, but I'm thinking them the Jehovah's Witnesses or something. I didn't know them was the police.
Oh, they were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, like, you know how, or telemarketer or one of them.
Okay. What was they doing? Did they knock on your door and ask you if you
They was
ready to go meet Jesus?
Jehovah's Witnesses? Really, bro? At this point, I bet you would have wished you could have listened to Jehovah's Witnesses, because I bet you wouldn't be spending 17 years in prison. You can think religion is dumb and all you want, but when your lifestyle leads you down the road to 17 years in prison, you can't really say your methods of living are much smarter.
So wait, so how can y'all say how can y'all put me in jail?
You asked for a lawyer, so at this point in time,
No,
we
like,
can't
come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta understand, I'm 17, y'all finna put me in jail for a murder charge. I'm not finna, like, then what if I get convicted for this murder charge? I'm not gonna see the light of day, and I'm never gonna see the light of day again. Like, y'all, you wouldn't even trying to work with me, like,
work with you now.
like, you already knew you was gonna put me in jail when you came in here.
Savage. He sounds so childish, like he's gonna cry. And if I was him, I'd probably want to cry too. I mean, I know he's a kid, but it's an actual and appropriate response. But this is the same dude who thought he was hard and shot a guy over weed.
Like,
So, I mean, what did you expect me to do?
I love how the detective, he's like, "What did you expect me to do?" That's like the best response ever.
man, they made it seem like y'all was just gonna interview me and I was gonna go home.
And again, like I said, you asked for an attorney.
He just like stares at him.
Come on, man.
This point in time,
I don't want no. Come on, man.
by right,
Come on, man. Please, man. Come on, man.
by
Please.
law, I cannot engage in the question and answer
Come on, man.
session.
I'm only 17, man. Please, man. Come on.
What are you asking me to do?
Like, you can't, like, can I go home, man? Like, let me, come on.
That's up to the courts.
So I'm going down for a murder charge.
Today you will, yes. Today you will.
He's begging, please, and he says, what are you asking me to do? He's like, "I just want to go home." Like, bro, at this point, that request isn't looking feasible at all.
So they got me on camera. They got my face on camera.
I'm not going to go into the details about
Well,
everything that we have, but what I'm explaining to you is that we have more than enough evidence.
To say I did it.
More than enough evidence.
To say I did
That
it.
you were involved with this.
He's like, "So you're saying you have my face on camera?" Simply asking that question is extremely suspect. Any innocent person will state that it's impossible to have me on video doing anything you're accusing me of.
So y'all went in my house today?
Yeah. Yeah.
My brother was on?
He was. He was.
Y'all looked at my room?
We did.
What did y'all find?
We found Found a gun.
A gun?
It's like, what'd y'all find? A gun. A gun? What if I said if I was lying? I mean, I love his mind's attempt to beat the case, but what if I said I was lying? Not probably the greatest defense.
Is them notes getting shown to here, anybody?
No, those are his notes. But we are going to investigate it.
What I said?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be brought up in court?
Possible.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Them was lies. I don't have to... If I say I'm lying to y'all, why I still got to show them what I said?
It's called exculpatory evidence.
You just...
He's like, why didn't y'all tell me from the jump I was going to go to jail? That's not how we do things around here. Then they revealed they got him to come to the police station without a warrant, but through so many words, getting him to come and talk on his own accord. Funniest part of the video that always cracks me up is the way Detective McNeil poetically states, it's a ruse, trickery. Basically, we finessed you.
Why you ain't tell me from the jump when you came in I was already going to jail?
That's not the way I do things.
I'm sorry. So y'all put this warrant out this morning? It's been out?
It's not a warrant yet.
So if it wasn't a warrant, how y'all take me into custody then?
It's called a ruse, trickery. The police are allowed to say certain things to make things happen.
So basically, he lied to me.
That's you can look at it like that.
He came upstairs. He said he arrested me. He put me in handcuffs. I said, "Dang, you read my rights? What I do?" My PO didn't even know what I did. He said, "What he do?" He was like, "I don't know. The detectives ain't tell us yet." So I did tell him.
That's we don't go around telling everybody what we're about to do. We want to make sure we get an opportunity to do things the right way.
And at this point, he sadly states that his whole life is gone, now realizing the gravity of the situation. The detectives then ask him a great question. You don't blame us for that, do you? And he goes, yes, in frustration and bitterness, but surprisingly does say himself as well, which I give him a little bit credit for. It's hard to take accountability. Being an immature person at that age, it's also kind of admitting guilt to that he does blame himself, because those are not words of an innocent person.
So what we're going to do is we're going to...
I know y'all finna leave. I'm finna go to jail.
Yeah, so we're going to go upstairs and knock out a little paperwork and then get you over this 2020.
It ain't gotta be like that, man. Don't, bro.
Okay?
No, bro, I'm okay. You know. My whole life gone now.
You don't blame Jeff and I for that, do you?
I do.
Why?
I blame myself too.
Okay. That's most important. All we are is fact finders.
Okay, I'm going to pitch you a story, so hear me out. A man needs a semi-truck to transport 115 pounds of toys in a tiny box, in one little tiny box, in an otherwise empty haul from Texas to Indiana, which is a 17-hour drive. Also, while looking for an oil gasket to replace a broken one that he's driving with. That's giving his company's truck tons of problems, but the company wants him to drive around looking for the part. Does that sound a bit unbelievable? I mean, this officer thought the same thing.
On January 9th, 2022, police noticed a truck speeding by with heavily tinted windows. A traffic stop was quickly initiated, and what transpired was insane. Here's the video.
How you doing, driver? I come up and talk to you, sir. Yes, sir. Nice truck. Sure. Yes, sir.
This is 32-year-old Vikram Sandhu of Queens, New York, who was busted transporting 115 pounds of cocaine. Unfortunately for Vic, he didn't plan a very tight story in this case because When the cops question him all about the nature of his haul and his business up until that point, he makes outrageous claims like he's traveling from Texas to Indiana in search of an oil gasket that his company could have ordered online, but he chose to drive 17 hours across state leaking oil everywhere, while later hilariously asserting that he was told that his package were toys and nothing illegal, which he found strange, and that he had been set up. You can imagine Vikram is shitting a brick right now because he's been pulled over. The stakes are at an all-time high. He's rolled the dice to make big money trafficking drugs, and the dice are about to land. This must be absolutely terrifying, so he's going to lay some thick sir sauce on every sentence. What is sir sauce? It's, sir, yes, sir, yeah, sir. At every sentence. Vikram's like, oh, there are major leaks, as you can see. I mean, here. And then the officer's like, no, I don't. I don't know much about cars, Vikram, but how does one hear an oil leak on the side of a busy freeway?
Why you pulled me over, sir?
Try to keep it under 65, all right?
I did.
We're going 70 there in the left lane, all right?
I was trying to get you past by. Hold on, sir.
So this is your truck?
Company truck, sir.
Oh, so you drive for these guys?
Yes, sir.
You got a registration?
Yes, sir.
How long you been driving for these guys?
Just not long.
You by yourself in there?
Yes, sir.
Can I see the back?
Yeah, go ahead. Go, sir.
Somebody else?
No, sir. You have no registration, sir?
So you say you've been with them how long now?
Just a year, sir.
1 year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many trucks do they have?
Just one.
One truck? That's it?
Yes, sir.
What's inside the trailer?
It's empty.
No load?
It's empty. I'm going to a repair shop.
Okay.
Yeah, going to Greenwood.
So you have nothing in the trailer?
No.
What do you have the seal on?
Just put the seal on, that's it.
But there's no load?
No. Because, somebody was messing with my trailer.
Oh, what happened?
They unhooked the bolt.
Okay. Did they put something in there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put it, so they won't open it.
I got you. All right. So you have your logbook, sir?
My logbook's right.
So where did you drop off your last load?
So I went to Houston, so they couldn't repair it. They didn't have the part. So I'm going to Indianapolis. They have the part over there.
So you drove empty from Houston?
Yes, sir.
What kind of part are you looking for?
I'm looking for the gasket. There was like major leaks. As you can see, you hear it?
I don't.
This is Vikram's first major blunder because the story makes no sense. The officer sees he's from New York, so he asks if he went from New York to Texas looking for the part. But he says he went from Virginia to Texas, which is a 20-hour drive. Then now he's planning on going to Texas to Indianapolis, which is a 17-hour drive, all with a faulty oil gasket.
Which gasket?
It's an oil pan gasket.
Okay, so you were down there with the load in Texas, or no?
No.
What were you doing down there?
Looking for parts.
So you drove from New York to Texas?
No. I started from Virginia.
With the load?
No.
So you drove this truck?
So I went to Knoxville, and I was supposed to replace it, but some other driver took it because I was supposed to lease it.
Lease what?
The truck.
Okay. So you went to Knoxville and you delivered the load in Knoxville?
No, I was supposed to drop this truck for repair, but they said that it's going to take a month for them to fix this.
Wow. So then the company told you to drive it to Texas?
Yes, sir.
So you couldn't find a part in Texas?
Yeah, so last part I found was in Ohio, and that was my turbo.
Tell me this. This is a company truck, and they're having you drive around the country to find parts.
No, that's just this time, it was going fine, but I'm having like major problems with this, so I'm trying to find the part so I can keep it going so I don't have to like sit at home for like a couple months.
But this is a company truck?
Yeah, I don't wanna go and, go with another company, when I'm like already with this company.
Okay. So why couldn't they just call Texas before you drove all the way down there?
They did. They said they have it. And then when I got there, they said that, hey, it's on back order.
Really?
So I called over here now. I told them, hey, check if you have it on hand,
Okay.
They said they have it. So that's where I'm going to.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do an inspection. Would you mind coming back here with me, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Just come on.
The officer then lays his cards out on the table, saying that the story doesn't make much sense from a business standpoint, and you have to make sure nothing illegal is going on.
How long were you down in Texas?
Like a day.
And they couldn't find you a load down there to pull back? At least pay for the fuel?
They paid. They're paying for the fuel,
So they're paying for the fuel from Virginia
Yeah.
to Knoxville to Houston?
Yeah.
And then back.
Yeah.
So are they losing a bunch of money on this trip?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Well, why would they do that?
I don't know. I mean, they're trying to get this running, but
They're trying to get the business running?
yeah.
So we got an appointment in Indy, and they got the part?
Yeah.
They gonna fix it this time, or?
I don't know.
So what I don't understand is that wouldn't it be better for this trucking company, you, the people that are fixing the truck, wouldn't it be better to just ship the part?
Yeah, but it's on back order, so it's gonna take like months, you know.
Then why even drive?
Trying to look for like parts. You know, that's why I found it. I called a lot of places.
All right, so that's your responsibility, or the
No,
company?
I mean that's companies, but
All right, but
I
just
don't
putting
know.
that burden on you.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. It sounds like a money-wasting operation to me.
It is.
Then Vikram decides to call the owner, which is obviously the people that set up the drug deal, to see if it's okay for the cop to search the truck, which he hilariously tries to make in private outside in the freezing cold, but the cop tells him to get back inside. Although Vikram isn't carrying a load and is just searching for parts, he refuses consent to search, strangely, which doesn't seem suspicious at all. He definitely doesn't want the cops getting to his toys, as he later claims them to be.
So who's the owner of the company?
It's Miss Carr.
Miss Carr. She's the one that hired you?
Yeah.
What's her first name?
Manpreet.
Can I just be straight up with you, man?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here, but it's not trucking. So, because you know, do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not usually what I see as far as truck drivers go.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything personal against you. I'm just saying if somebody's putting you up to something, you know what I mean? It just It just doesn't feel right now. So, all right, that's all. Part of my job is to confirm that there's nothing illegal going on.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me call it Miss Carr real quick.
You can stay in here, it's fine.
Yeah, that's all good. I'll just talk to him right here.
What are you calling her for? Hey, why are you calling her for?
What's that, sir?
Why are you calling her for?
No, because I gotta ask like if we can do all this. Hello?
Is that the owner?
Yeah, she said that if you can, I can take a picture of this, send it to him.
Yeah, come on in, man. Why are you out there? Freezing. Just read this. If you give me permission, I'll have you sign right here. You don't need her permission.
Oh, okay.
But you're a grown man. Or...
No search.
No search. Okay.
No search.
All right.
I mean, I'm empty, you know, but I don't have anything. But you know, you just stopped me for inspection.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that, you know.
I am gonna break that seal, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I can break it for you, you know. I just put that on because you know somebody was messing with my trailer. I'll be right back.
Vikram then hilariously says the famous line that he said that they were toys, and I was like, what? It's like people who do this stuff come up with these weak cover stories in their head, and when it's actually time to use them, they're hilariously ineffective. Like, he must have been doing this illegal stuff and thinking in the back of his head, like, yeah, if I get caught, I'll just tell them that they were toys. Yes, the perfect ruse. It's almost too perfect. They can't prove I knew they were drugs and not toys. That'll hold up great. It's also hilarious when he asks, can I go? And the cop's like, you're not going anywhere. You're going to jail.
Sorry, man. Sorry to get you out here, but
You're good.
there's a box in the cab with a blanket over it. He put a seal on his trailer with no load. Going from Virginia to Texas back to find parts. It's not even this truck. It's bull.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, come on out. We'll finish up in a minute. He's just gonna run a dog around the vehicle. You wanna sit in my car? Good. Hey, sir. Yes, sir. The dog alerted to the odor of narcotics in the truck, so we're going to go ahead and search it, okay? So we're going to put you in this vehicle in the meantime. Hey, nice kilos. Yep, cuff them up.
Yeah, boy.
Looks like two boxes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, yeah.
I know you've been on the phone back and forth during this stop here, but you want to cooperate?
What can you help me with?
Well, have you made contact with the receiver of the drugs since I stopped here today?
I mean, I don't even know like what was in the boxes.
Okay.
Buddy told me, you know, get this over here. I was
Buddy
like,
in Texas? Or
yeah. So I was like, okay, you know.
So we just.
I didn't even know like what was like, you know, in the box.
Okay,
but
I got
you know,
you.
since he told me like, you know,
Okay.
I'm like,
So do
I
you
didn't
know?
tell you anything.
you said narcotics, so I was like, okay.
He said
so-
narcotics to you?
Yeah, so I was like,
Why'd you take it?
I didn't know what the hell was in
your
the
buddy.
boxes. He said it's like toys. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, he didn't say narcotics.
He said toys.
So
He told me.
where do you
dogs
tell you
and
to take the boxes to?
Can you tell me? Can I go? I mean,
No, you're not going anywhere. You're going to jail right now.
I'll tell you.
The final clip shows a very desperate Vikram still trying to peddle the story of how he got fed up by the guys who wanted him to transport toys. And he even asked them if there were anything illegal. I mean, they wouldn't lie about that, right? But that's all bull crap anyway. He knew exactly what he was taking, and then he still tries to add on the part that he was looking for parts. He's also still holding on to this idea if he helps the cops, he can go, as if he's not already deeply involved, then he's not going to get off scot-free.
They set me up, man. Like, they told me it's boxes of toys.
Come on,
and
man. You're smarter than this.
listen,
You don't take boxes of toys from Texas to Indianapolis for no reason.
no, sir. They said it's an address that was on there, right? On what? On the company, on the boxes.
On the box?
Yeah, right here, or whatever, right here. The boxes. You know,
That's where the dope's going?
No, it was coming from a company. And they said it's a company, you know, and we supply toys. And I was like, okay, it's not anything illegal. I asked them, they said, no, it's not anything illegal. And they just set me up here, man. I was just trying to get my damn parts.
Nah, I don't believe that either.
This guy, listen, I'm telling you, I can help you guys. If you guys can help me, I can help you, please. I'm trying to go to my family too, you know.
I understand that. Everybody's trying to go to their families, but there's consequences to doing this stuff.
I know, but I'm trying to help you guys too, you know, so you guys can let me go.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out.
So you guys are not gonna cooperate with me here? The guy's here.
It's like, I'm not lying. I have nothing to lie about. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I heard someone say that. I think you have a small incentive to lie in this situation. Then he says how he doesn't want to go to jail. He wants to see his family, but unfortunately for those wishes, they won't be granted due to the decisions he made, simply transporting toys.
So you guys not going to do the operation? No. Sir, he's here. I'm telling you, you guys are not cooperating with me. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I have nothing to lie about.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying.
I've been set up straight, and I'm trying to make this right for me, you know, because it's not me. You know what I mean? So please help me out here. I'm trying to go home. I don't do this.
You know what, man? From the time I stopped you, your behavior tells me different.
Sir, I'm telling you, sir, please. I'm telling you, this guy is already here, okay? He's waiting, and I'm trying to get you and get this right, please. I don't want to go to jail. I want to go back to my family. I don't do this, you know. I don't do this, man. You know. I was supposed to just get this, and get it done, and get my part.
Oh, come on, man.
For real, get my part, man. For real, not this.
Doing this for free?
Yeah. Over there, the guy told me, hey, this is toys. This is a buddy of mine, and I'm just like, what? You never asked me that before.
These boxes weigh about 100 pounds each. You got toys that weigh 100 pounds?
I mean, they put it, man. I mean, I didn't touch them. I didn't even know what the hell was in the damn boxes.
Somebody put the blanket over it.
I didn't even know, bro. Huh? I didn't even go back.
You didn't sleep?
I sleep up front.
You sleep in the seat?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I sleep in the seat, man. Sometimes I put it back and I sleep.
I think this is my first day.
It's not your first day, man. I'm pretty sure. But hey, listen, this guy's already here. I'm trying to make this right, so I can take this burden off. So can you call your supervisor again, please?
No.
Ask him one more time, please.
No.
I'm telling you, I can message him, tell him that, hey, I got your stuff, meet me, and then when he meets me, you guys get him. So I take my burden off.
So you got hurt. I mean, it just doesn't disappear.
Yeah, well, that's a lesson learned because I'm not gonna trust anybody now.
Well, it don't work out good, man.
I'm trying to, please, man, help, do something. Tell your supervisor something, man. It's not me.